That's that famous tree from the Shawshank Redemption out here near Mansfield, Ohio. You know, it's so bright, so I'm assuming what I'm filming is coming up, but there's a Malabar Farms sign. But totally coincidental. I've been down here at least 5 times in my life. And I'm looking at my phone and it popped up that this was the day that they were going to cut this tree down. Now, it got hit by lightning a couple years back. I don't know, maybe it's more than a couple. But it's roughly, I might be off on my date, but it's probably like July 5th or 6th. I'm sorry, April. Yeah, April 5th or 6th. But it was more wishful thinking because of the weather. But when, I came here with some lady, and we did the whole hayride tour, and the guy was pretty good about explaining this tree. You can see that sign. They at one time they used to let where people would walk up there, but maybe the guy was too worried that people would sue him, or maybe he just didn't want them on his property. Right there under video surveillance. Obviously, I'm not going to walk back there, but I'm getting you as close as I can. There's some nice hawks or whatever in the background. Because I'm so close to this house, I'm going to keep the video going. I want to show you this hostel. I have the video on just so you know. I want to get the... See, up this way, there's a visitor center, and they make, popcorn and fudge, and that's where they have the hayride. It's a pretty big deal in the summertime. A lot of, schools come here and stuff. This guy was famous for his farming techniques. If you want to watch some videos on him, the Malabar Farm. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Looks like some young kid. Might not get the camera off him. I'll come back and give him a hand. All right. I don't know, some bridges out, but I think we're okay as long as we don't go too far. Yeah, you see camping areas. But this is where I usually stay, at the hostel. And I brought down a group of people here one time, and, they didn't want to stay here. They wanted to go in a hotel, and, I wanted to give Malabar Farms the money. I was just about to say that goose almost looks real because it was real. I don't mean to crawl up on those guys, but I'm not going to go in. But, after 9/11, a lot of international people used to come over to the United States, and it kind of hurt some of the travel. This place is still open because, obviously there's some serious money behind Malabar Farms. But, and I'm not being critical, but you can't blame somebody for not wanting to stay here because a hotel is just as cheap. Obviously someone like me wants to support people like this, but, younger kids, they would rather stay at a hotel because of the privacy. I do think they should lower their rates, and you can tell them I said so. And actually, they have a couples room up there, which I stayed in with the woman that I was hanging out with. And the rest are just all bunk beds. But I'm actually going down further south, or I'd stay here today. But it's really pretty. A lot of times people, and I'm not getting on my high horse, you know, they try to make their houses too perfect. You know, obviously this needs some work, but you know, they just can't see the beauty in, you know, like a little bit of moss or something, you know. But they eventually realize it. It looks like it's mixed with fat or suet. I wish I had time to take you to the other section where they have the you know, the popcorn and the hay rides, but the video would take too long. It's a mile away or so. You can tell I'm a tradesman, you know, I'm talking about this house and I want to go look at the bridge. I don't know if you can hear this. That's probably underneath sewer. But there's the other side of that house. You know, that's not a slate roof. It probably was at one time, but I'm glad they keep it up. I should really email them, and I mean, they still get church groups and stuff staying here, but I can't quote the price, but it's up there. I mean, it's you know, I mean, for two people, it's equivalent to staying at a hotel. There's no question about it. So I'm gonna go get some fudge and probably some popcorn down there, and of course look here because I can't help myself. There's a guy I really like on YouTube. His name is Mr. Pete 222 or Tubal Cain. You know, and he's just you know, he's a tradesman, and he talks a lot about, you know, like, I'm addicted to this stuff, and you know, I am too in a way. You know, I'd rather talk about stuff like this than talk about sports. See, they got their oxyacetylene tanks. Some good rhubarb. All right, that's Malabar Farms, man. Oh, the other thing that right through here, I don't know if you can see that sign. I can't, the sun's too bright. I can't even tell, you know, where my finger is. But there's a sign, and I believe part of that trail back here was also filmed in the Shawshank Redemption. If you remember that scene when, you know, when it was really hot, and then, you know, I guess Morgan Freeman was walking towards that tree. I believe some of it was filmed there and some of it was filmed on that road. So that's that. You got your cattle there. But Ohio rocks, man. People don't know how good we have it, except in the wintertime. Have a good day.